Good afternoon and good morning. Welcome to what is your midweek edition of Wake Up Call. My name is Craig Laird and I'm here with you for the next hour and a half. We're going to go over, between myself and a few others, we're going to go over what we've got coming up the remainder of today on Crafters TV. So I'm going to go over them just in a moment or two. However, I am joined with George today.
Good morning.
Hey George, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, mate? Good
I'm doing really, really good. Yeah, raring to go.
Raring to go. It's going to be a good day as always here on Crafters TV.
It is indeed. But I've not just got George with me, we've also got Andrew as well. Andrew's also with us today. He's on this side of me. Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Craig. Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good, good, good. You ready to go for another day as well?
Absolutely ready to make some more crafty projects.
Fabulous. So you're going to be on Creative Cravens later, aren't you?
I am, yes.
Yes.
So got some amazing things lined up. We'll be using the Silhouette Stamp and Stencils collection, and also the Builder Border Gemini dies as well, and also some projects from the Secret Garden collection.
Fabulous. So that's going to be coming up in Creative Cravens. Andrew will also give you a little bit of a teaser as well on Wake Up Call. So let's start right at the beginning and let's go over what we've got exactly coming up today. Well, today is a launch day, and let me tell you, if there is ever a die selection, a design, a concept when it comes to die cutting that's got my name on it, this is it. These ones here, these are our decorative nesting dies. They're nesting dies, which I love, but guess what?
Sorry, I was taking a mouthful of coffee. Sorry. You're not here. What was the question? Sorry, I was so focused on the coffee. What? Tell me what, Craig. Sorry.
So we have got these decorative nesting dies. So I'm not going to go over that little spin there.
Don't do it again.
I will just say it as well. You know, they are nesting dies, which I absolutely love.
Yes.
But guess what else they are?
What's that, Craig?
Decorative.
Decorative.
They are indeed, George. They're decorative nesting dies.
I should do this professionally.
Yeah? Doesn't show. So these give you so many options. Use them to create your card blanks, your card shapes, but then maybe you want to foil with them, maybe you want to do your mats and layers with them, your frames with them, your toppers on them, your sentiments on them. There's loads and loads and loads. I'm going to be having a look at these first and foremost when it comes to Wake Up Call before Andrew takes over with the remaining demos, but that's going to be a launch day. That is with Joe and Debbie Fisher. Debbie Fisher is going to be back in the building. Whoop, 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 whoop. Indeed, 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. And then this is when George and Andrew, they're going to then take over for Creative Cravens, 7 o'clock here in the UK, 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific. Do you know what it is? I was on HSN during the night as well.
How was
so
it?
It's all the American times just completely I'm used to our American times for our Crafters TV shows, and then throw in the segments on HSN. It's just like all mashed together.
We don't know what we're doing. We do.
We'll hide it well.
We hide it well. We do.
So that's what we've got coming up today as well when it comes to Crafters TV. So jam-packed full for sure. But I know I'm away to go over there and show you in a little bit more detail what we've got. You've got other things as well you want to go over.
Absolutely. It's like parish notices, isn't it, with a church hall? Yes, loads of stuff for you today here on Crafters Company and Crafters TV. Like we said, I'm going to be with you throughout the day. But remember, on the website, crafterscompanion.com.co.uk, there are deals galore. 100 bonus points are up for grabs on Club Inspire with the Scrapmaster organiser, the Totally Tiffany. Head to the website and you'll get 100 bonus points. That's until midnight on the 23rd of January. And while you're on the website, remember, 40% off all craft kits. Can you believe it? Not until midnight, wherever you are in the world. 40% off. And remember, we want you to get involved with the show. Loads of you getting involved. Remember, getting you involved in the usual places below on Facebook or on YouTube. Comment, and we'll try and get as many of your wonderful questions and answers. If you could only see what was happening in the studio right now, let me tell you that for free. Craig is tucking himself in. There's loads coming up for you, loads saying hello. Crystal on you from the USA in Pennsylvania. Hello. Betty from Oklahoma, good morning. Linda in Maryland, good morning to you. Shahida in Canada, hello to you. Michelle, good morning. Loads of you getting in touch as always. Adriana from San Antonio, Texas. It's spring this morning, 18 degrees Celsius, and we are expecting winter Friday. That is summer over here. It's 54 Fahrenheit. I'm not going to lie, I can't work out the 54 Fahrenheit.
No,
but
I can't.
Do you know what? What is the one temperature where Fahrenheit and Celsius are the exact same, Craig?
Oh, I don't know.
-40. Yeah, really, there you are. It'll be a quiz question one day. Minus 40 is the only place where Fahrenheit and Celsius are the exact same. And if you have trouble sleeping at night, come back and re-watch me tell you that fact a little bit later on, and that'll send you straight to sleep, Craig.
Really? That might come up one day if I ever apply for Ant and Dec's Limitless game show.
Yes.
It's all about numbers. I'm going to keep that in mind.
There you are, minus 40. But Craig, what have you got for me in the kitchen?
Rightio, let's have a look and see what we've got coming up in launch day, and it is all about our decorative nesting dies. So they're nesting dies, but they're decorative as well. Straight off the bat, do you know what I'm going to say? If you are platinum, look at that price, £75.99 or $87.16. You're going to be saving 25% on that today's price. So if you're not in Club Inspire, you're going to be $94.99 or $108.95. You're also getting rose gold Centura Pearl cardstock, which is 300 GSM. Now look at these. These are absolutely gorgeous. This die collection gives you 27 elements in total when it comes to the dies. You've got squares, you've got rectangles, you've got ovals, you've got love hearts in there as well. Now they're not just one single die within each pack. We can kind of see it along here.
Yeah.
So on this side we've got like 3 dies, we've got 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So they've all got 3 dies in each set, so that's 3 different nesting dies. Each of them are decorative as well. So as I said at the start, think about, yes, die cutting them, but then I showed you a technique the other day, taking some decorative dies and just embossing with them.
Yeah.
You can do that. In actual fact, I've done that yesterday's wake-up call. But then the foil press, these will all go onto your foil press platform, so you can foil with them, and then you can die cut the cardstock and then foil the cardstock. Lots and lots of opportunities when it comes to these ones here. So that is your decorative nest and die collection. Gives you 27 dies, but it also gives you 10 sheets of cardstock. Platinum price $75.99 or $87.16. I'm going to be having a look at them in a moment or two and showing you what you could be doing with them. And then what we're going to be doing is Andrew's going to be having a look at what's coming up in Creative Cravens later on in the day. With the Creative Cravens, this is our silhouette stencils and stamps. Now everyone's going to be saving 30%. In this bundle it gives you 73 elements, which is, well, combination of stencils and stamps, but you're also getting 16 sheets of cardstock. Now within this cardstock, this is your Nina cardstock. Now I say this every single time we put a collection together that's got Nina cardstock in this.
Yeah.
This one, you absolutely can use your Nina cardstock to do your inking, and you can do your die cutting. Absolutely, go ahead, feel free to. I wouldn't. Nina is what you pay for to do your alcohol colouring, your tri-blends, your classics, your illustrators. So what I would be doing is getting a hold of this collection and then keeping the Nina cardstock, because you're going to be going on the website at the end of the week, next week, the week after, and always stocking up on Nina cardstock. So while you've got the option, keep a hold of it. Don't use it with this collection. Use it for your alcohol colouring. And then I know you're just like me at home. I finished my craft room. My live is coming in the next few days, or maybe over the weekend, to show you what I've done in my new craft room. But I've got oodles and oodles and oodles and oodles of cardstock just like you guys at home. I'd be using that with these and my white smooth stamping card to do the inking. A little bit of a tip within that one there, but that's what I'm going to be doing. So Andrew's going to be having a look at these within. Andrew, are you looking at these in Wake Up Call as well as Creative Cravens? Yes. Andrew's going to be having a look at these within Wake Up Call, but also Creative Cravens. 7 o'clock here in the UK, 10 a.m, 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time. So that's what's going to be coming up within Creative Cravens. And we're sticking with Creative Cravens, something that's brand new to me that I've not seen as of yet. And this is all about building a border. So not a border for around your flower pots or around the garden. This is all about building a border on with your cards or your projects, scrapbook pages, anything like that. So what do you get? 32 elements, so that's 32 dies you're going to be getting, and you're going to be getting some cardstock. This is your lavender Centura Pearl cardstock. Now on today's price, everyone that is not in Club Inspire would be paying £50.36 or $66.35, so you're going to be saving 30% on that one. This is the best ever price that we've had on these, which means the platinum price is going to be the best ever price too. £40.29 or $53.08. That is just over £10 per set on that one there.
That's crazy.
Fab. absolutely fab. And you know what? You don't have to use them as borders if you don't want to. If you want to collate them together as maybe a decorative panel within your cardstock, you can do that as well. So as you can see, lots of ink and lots of colouring, lots of die cutting coming up within Wake Up Call today. So that of course is launch day, 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time with Joe and Debbie. And then Creative Craven, 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time with George and Andrew. So that is jam-packed full. I'm away to head across there to get my first demonstration sorted, and George is going to go over a few things with you.
Well, absolutely loads of you get in touch already today. Linda on YouTube. I saw you on HSN yesterday, Craig. Great job. And she also says about the -40. Great bit of information, George. You are welcome. And Pat sends paper hugs. These dies are beautiful. They are launched last night on our launch party, but today we're going to look at them even closer. Loads of you loving those. Loads of you get in touch. And talking of great deals, we've also got an incredible, got a good deal as well. Yes, it is 12 of our tape pens. Now, you guys know how brilliant these pens are. We use them every single day here on Crafters TV. They are available for a 12-pack. Each tape pen contains 22 meters of tape. So that's that's like over 200 meters worth of tape. £30, $39.50, an incredible deal, and platinum price £24, $31.60. Now, guys, usually our Get It Good deals are for the entire week here on Crafters TV, but I ain't gonna lie to you, these are flying off the shelves because they are a great deal and a great price. So if you are wanting to get these, you need to get them now. They're an essential consumable that you guys know use every single day. I use them in my life. I use them this Christmas for wrapping presents. They are perfect for anything, crafting, everyday life. £30, $39.50, and that platinum price as well. An incredible 20% off. I mean, Craig, how many tape pens do one person need in their life?
Lots. Yes. Lots and lots and lots. Whenever we talk about the tape pens, I always say as well, the big Deezer brand here in the UK that do their own tape runners, which are great quality. Yep. Absolutely great quality. What you get within these ones is you get 12 meters within their ones, and our ones you get 22 meters as well. Unbelievably high quality, high stick as well. Yep. So really, really good for that Get It, Got It Good. When it comes to the Get It, Got It Good, you'll be able to use them to create cards using your brand new Nesting Decorative die collection or Decorative Nesting die collection. So what you're going to be getting 27 elements, which is 27 dies, and 10 sheets of your rose gold Centura Pearl cardstock. Now, if you're not in Club Inspire, and why aren't you? We'll go over that later on in the show. $94.99 or $108.95 gives you that good saving on your screen already. You're saving £31.99 or $37.55, even though it's just launching, well, technically last night, but the main launch is today. But then Platinum comes down to £75.99 or $87.16. As I always like to say as well, you know, it's there for you guys across Central Europe, so you just need to go to crafterscompanion.com.co.uk or .eu for you guys across Central Europe. Now, I want to get into a demonstration, but I am going to hit the boards to let you see them. I am going to hit some of the our black and whites concept suites to show you what you can do, as well as some coloured finish samples. But look at these ones. Brilliant. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to struggle with some of these names. So bear with.
We're in Italy, aren't we?
Now,
Italiano.
This one I can say, Argentina, within this one. No. But it does...
It's not Argentina. It's Argenta.
That's what I said, Argenta.
You said Argentina. It's Argenta. Right, start again, Craig.
Right, let's just start again. So, right. Now, I'm going to hit these black and white boards to show you what you're going to be getting. We'll show you the concept suites as well, and then we'll show you some finished samples, but I do want to get into a demo. What I am going to say, and I'm going to show you, is our boards. Now, I am going to struggle with some of these names
I didn't want to say anything, Craig.
We're going to be, this one here is Argenta, you can see here.
It's Argentina, no, I'm joking.
This one, it's got that Art Nouveau vibe to me. You know, if you've got any of your Art Nouveau toppers or that, you know, your Art Deco, anything like that you can be using. Then we've got Bronte on this one here, that lovely, elegant of the swirl all the way round. If you only wanted this on its own, then take your scissors, maybe your craft knife, V-blade paper trimmer, you've got that option there. But then we're going into
Catania.
Catania, which is very much mirror, mirror on the wall.
Yeah, you've got to do the hands.
Catania.
Yeah.
Spaghetti bolognese.
Okay, it's getting slightly offensive now.
There we go.
Yeah.
Catania. Oh, Catania, Catania rules the world. So you've got that one as well. Then we've got Turin.
Turin, yeah.
We've got this one here. So look at the size of that one.
That's
now
massive.
these will all go on your Gemini Junior or of course your Gemini Midi, which then means it will go with the foil press. Imagine all these delicate lines all nicely foiled.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to come along and then paper piece bit. Absolutely exquisite.
Bergamo.
We've got Bergamo within this one here. So you can see this. Who in product development named these? Thought it would be good to do them as Italian.
They're places in
I
Italy.
know they are, but
What do you want it? Ravioli, spaghetti? What did you want them to be called? Sheffield, Manchester?
yeah, Durham, Dundee. Look at this one here. Look at this, the elegance of this Dundee one. Yeah, it doesn't have the same effect, does it?
UK names.
So we've got Bergamo on that one there. We've got
Almafi.
Almafi on this one. So look at that. You know, the size of these ones as well.
Yeah.
You know, I know obviously we're having a laugh and a joke about the names, but the size of these, the detail of these, absolute fine pinpoint accuracy in some of these bits all the way around. The black and white really shows it off, but whether you're using mirror card or you're going to be using your satin card, glitter cards, anything like that, you absolutely you can do. Vicenza within this one here.
Vicenza.
Vicenza. But there's no G in it.
The C-E-C. Vicenza.
Vicenza.
Yeah, Vicenza.
Yeah. Vicenza within that one there.
Natural.
Now, this is the one I'm going to be demoing with just shortly. Now, what you could then be doing is taking your Matte and Laird dies, which is I'm going to be doing, because there's no separate square die or rectangle or oval die, but this is when your nesting dies, your Matte and Laird dies are going to come in place, and that's what we're going to do within this one here.
Yeah.
So huge one here. This is why I absolutely adore dies such as like this. This I can say,
Go on.
he hopes. Milan.
Very good, Craig.
Hey!
Very good.
Yeah, this is very, you know, this is very much Geo Art Deco or alternative Art Deco within these ones there. Thanks, Georgina, for saying that in my ear. I didn't say that off my own
Very
back.
good.
Very good. Very good. But it is, you know, you've got that scope in here. And within these centre bits, so if you use this large one on its own, then the cardstock stays within the middle. So come in with a circle nesting dies, hexagon if you want to. You've got that option. And then Verona within this one here. You've got the heart within there. So you've got that regal look within these ones here. Valentine's coming up. Again, you've got snippability. You've got snippability in all of them. But this one, you can completely change the look. Imagine if you have snipped out these little circle dot elements and you're just left with the swirls hanging over the edges, then that's going to look completely different depending on which way that you use, on what cardstock you use, on which colour that you use. But all of that is what you're going to be getting for a platinum price of $75.99 or $87.16. So let's quickly show you what you can be doing with the concept suites within these ones here.
Wow, love that.
So whether you're decorating your boxes, whether you're doing your concept cards, you can then be starting to do your aperture cards that we can see here. We're going to be doing a little bit of an aperture card just shortly. Then you can be doing your shakers too. But then all your different cards too. So maybe that you're wanting to then do a bridged effect, you can do that, or from the opposite side, joining them together. But then we can then do our fold-up cards that we can see. This one is actually a domed effect. So if I just try and straighten that slightly, you can start to dome them, that we can see here. But then what about having an actual play with them? Nice. So you can see how well does that look. That's only using two of them. Yeah. That's like a conjoining card. Using them as a card blank all on their own. You've got that option there. Plain and simple on a really nice little card. You can be doing that. But then we've got this style here. So if I open this one up, so it's like a kinetic card, Z-fold card, well, fancy Z-fold card, whichever way that you want to. take it as and use it as. So that is that. And then what I'm going to do, I'm only going to take a handful, come back and see Debbie and Joe, and they'll show you all the finished samples, because I want to show you some that are coloured so that you can see. So little sentiments. I'm going to tell you, next week I've got another phenomenal launch. It's all about the Gemini Mini.
Right.
And when I say Gemini Mini and I say alphabets, it's so cute, tiny, so cute. So that could then go into the middle, into here. I'm telling you, you're going to love them. I'm going to love. You can never have too much alphabets.
Well, that is true.
Wait until you see these ones coming up. But changing the colours. Look at this
That's
one.
great.
With a masquerade ball, but then going with your brown tones if you want to. Going in with your inking if you want to. You know, any of your nature garden. There again, there's another kind of like bridge effect that you've got there. There is so much that you can be doing with them. We've got loads and loads of finished samples, so we'll be showing you them, or the royal we anyway. That's going to be Joe and Debbie going to be showing you these ones later on in the show. But let's dive in straight away. And what I've already done here is I have taken a 6x6 card blank, but I've trimmed it down to 5.5 by 5.5. And then what I've done is I folded that in half again. So it's as if it's starting to become an easel. Yep. And then what I've done, George, within the middle, I've taken my square Matte and Laird die, which is 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches, and I have die cut. It must be the next size up, actually. Where's my nesting dies? Here we go. So the next size up, so 3 inches by 3 inches, and I have die cut that centre out.
Perfect.
So I've got that one there. So what I'm going to do is let's bring in some black card, and we're going to go in with Vienza.
Well, Scrap Paper Scissors on YouTube has just gone, I'm Italian. I'll help with the pronunciation.
Excellent.
Sorry for any offence. It shall be on YouTube. They should show the names phonetically for the presenters. Honestly, we struggle with numbers. Never mind phonetically. Loads of you loving these dies though. Laurie on YouTube. Hello all crafty people. Craig and George and the CC team popping in before another appointment from a chilly Herald, Ohio. Ooh, it's cold. Look cold. The weather is very weird. To say it's February then. January here in the UK. It's still quite warm at the minute, isn't it?
It is. You know, well, mild anyway.
Mild.
We've not got that bitter cold hit just yet.
No, it's going to come though, isn't it?
It's going to come.
We know it.
With the snow and the ice, and yeah, it's coming. It's on its way.
You've got people excited about the alphabet. I use you on Facebook, new alphabet. Now I'm so intrigued.
Yes.
You tease, Craig, you tease.
These are like no other alphabets we've ever done before.
They've got 27 letters now, checking.
And there's numbers as well, I'm just letting you know.
Craig, are you allowed to do this?
No. No. But I got my hands on them yesterday, and when I seen them last night during the shows, I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, anyway, I've teased you now. There's nothing more that I can do.
Just show us them.
So, yeah, no, I might wait on that one.
Oh, you tease.
So what I'm going to do now, because of the size of these ones and the absolute incredible intricacy of dies, what I'm going to do is, so I've die cut it that way, I'm going to turn it around.
Yeah.
Now, there's a couple of tiny little areas that haven't die cut out. Most of it have, but what I would do with something like this, I would 100% either die cut it twice, or if you want to add your metal shim, you've got that option. You've got that option with the Gemini. You know, if you do use your metal shim, you're not doing anything wrong. That's what the metal shim's there for. It's there so that it's future-proofing the machine. So if we come along with incredible future dies like these ones are, then you've got that additional shim that's going to cope when it comes to doing the die cutting. So let's just take that one out.
Have these got any embossing features on these dies?
So it's not as prominent as the dies we had on last week, but you can still run it through. You're going to get more of a rounded, finer edge to them. So you can do, you know, please feel free to absolutely run them through your embossing mat, and you'll get that refined area. What it'll also do is it'll also help to push the die or the cardstock through the die. But as you can see, I've ran it through twice, and this is all die cut just perfectly.
That's brilliant.
You can see here. So I really didn't need to on this occasion run it through with the embossing mat.
Yeah.
but you've got all these tiny little dots as well. As I always say with any die set where you get little die cut dots that come out, if you want certain colours, keep a hold of them, because they're good as little accents instead of having gems or pearls or that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might want to have a little die cut dot is going to act in place of a gem or a pearl. So I'm going to take that bit out, and then that bit out there. So we can see now, if I put this on the back of the white,
Wow.
Look at that, George.
That's brilliant.
Look at that.
The detail.
It's the detail, isn't it? And by simply taking your matte and layer dies, if you wanted an aperture, pop your matte and layer dies in, run it through, and then you've now got an aperture section if you want. So we've got that one here. So let's set that one to the side. What I'm then going to do is take another bit of black card and a smaller bit of black card. And for this one, I'm going to come in with this die, and then I'm going to come in with this die, and we're going to run it through as well. We're going to back it onto some colour cardstock.
Yeah.
But I find, and I kind of already know in myself, that when I come to use these a lot, I'm going to be using a lot of black card with them.
Yeah.
Because I think the black card really shows it up. Whether it's black matte cardstock, black Centura Pearl, black glitter cards.
It's that Art Deco, isn't it? It reminds me of the Great Gatsby, you know, that kind of, you could use the black card and then foil press the gold, and that would work so well together, wouldn't it?
It would indeed, it absolutely would do. And what I want to do over the next couple of days or so is I want to run a few of these through my foil press and pop them on my, I'll pop them on both my Facebook page and my Instagram, which is, just search it, Craig Laird CC.
Yeah.
But that goes for pretty much most of us. You just pop our full name with CC at the end, and our name will pop up.
Scrap Paper Scissors on YouTube asks, does the weight of the cardstock make a difference with the intricate dies? I sometimes have trouble releasing the card from the die when I've used heavy cards.
So yes and no. It won't, in the fact of it won't stop you from cutting it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? 300, 350 GSM, it will still die cut it. The heavier the cardstock, that is when I would add in my metal shim.
Yeah.
So even for something like this, if I was going to go in with, for instance, if I was using a Centura Pearl or a Adorable Scoreable from Hunky Dory, I would more than likely add my metal shim in with this one here. So it won't stop it from cutting, you might just need to give it a little bit of a helping hand. That's what the metal shim's for. It's therefore, if you need it, use it. If you don't, perfect. The good thing is, you've got it.
Perfect.
So hopefully that helps.
Christine on Facebook sums this up saying, this is the most beautiful, elegant set of nesting dies ever. I love it so much, you should place your order already. Loads of love for these dies. They are beautiful dies.
They really are. They're gorgeous. And the fact is, you've got the large ones, yes, of course, but then you've got some of these smaller ones, whether it's square, whether it's the rectangles, the ovals. So then you're now thinking of your stamped sentiments, your stamped dies. If you're maybe wanting to, you know, for something like this, George,
yes,
if you were wanting to write a tiny little word to someone, but you might need some tiny little alphabet dies.
Absolutely.
You know, where are you going to get them? Oh, I don't know. Monday, maybe, launch day, hashtag, teasing. But you've got that option, so use them for your sentiment stamps, use them for your die cut alphabets if you want to. You've got that option. So what I have already done there is I've taken a piece of cardstock from our autumn collection and I die cut that same one twice that we can see here. So let's bring these ones together now so we can finish this one off. Also with my autumn collection and my black cardstock, I've created a panel for the bottom here, and I'm going to use my tape runner. So we're going to go all the way round, and I'm using my straight tape runner for this one. Oh, that one's a dud. Empty.
You need some more from the getting got it good deal.
I know, we do, don't we? To be honest, I think that was me. I used that one earlier, and instead of popping it in the bin, when I came to the end of it, I put it back. Naughty me. So sticking that one on there. And then I've got a panel here, which the cardstock is 5 by 5, and the black card is 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. So this can then go on the base here. So I'm going to stick that one on here, but this could be an inky background that you've created onto your cardstock if you want to. But what we're then going to do is if I come in with, so this is the one we've cut. This is the one I've done with my nesting die.
Yep.
And I've gone in with a piece of acetate. So I would use my red liner tape, George, but what I'm going to do, because I want to get onto the bullet journaling and then want to get Andrew to come and take over, I'm going to use my tape runner.
Yep.
In saying that, you can see the tape runner clearly still works, no problem at all with attaching acetate to your cardstock, so don't worry about it. And then I am going to go in with my dotty tape runner. Georgina, are these still out of stock at the moment, the dotty ones? Unfortunately they are. They won't be long in coming back in stock. Keep an eye on the website, search for them and pop your email address in and you'll get alerted when they come back in stock. So that's always worthwhile knowing. So if I pop that one back in, and then I'm going to press. So I've only popped my dotty adhesive on this bottom half, which is going to create that top bit. So we've got that gorgeous colour of the orange and the red underneath, and then we've got that clear aperture elegance that we can see through these bits.
Yeah.
Then I've taken a piece of white stamping card, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and then the black cardstock is 3 inch by 3 inch. This is going to be the start of my stepper. So if I pop that here, I'm going to come in with this one that I've die cut. This one I'm going to pop on foam pads. So I'm going to then pop a couple. And this one, even though it's a stopper, is going to match the top focal layer.
Yep.
So that can go on. So that is then going to be my stopper element that we can see here. And then I'm going to finish off. So let's bring in this pattern one. And I'm only going to add my adhesive in the centre because I like to have these side panels just popping up slightly. You can attach them completely if you want. But that's going to go into here. This one, what I'm going to do within my tape runner, I'm going to pop my adhesive on. That can get sandwiched within the middle. I'm going to press that one. And then what I've done within these ones here, I've gone in with this lovely little sentiment, and it's on a tiny, tiny square within this one here. So what I've done is I've used the Positive Thoughts stamp set within these ones.
Yep.
And this one, let's pop that on a foam pad.
Marion's asking on Facebook, Craig, do you think you could cut these out of the metal, out of really thin metal to make a frame, or do you think it may need something a little bit more thinner?
It depends on the metal. If it's something really thick, for instance, if it's something like tin foil or bacon foil that has been popped on cardstock, you know, with your double-sided adhesive sheets?
Yes, yes, yes.
There is a chance that that will work. If it's a metal such as a fizzy drinks can, I don't know. I think maybe some of them might be a little bit too intricate. What I would say is if you take one of the smaller ones and try it with a drinks can if you want to. Use your metal shim for that one. Alternatively, a piece of white smooth stamping card, a sheet of the double-sided adhesive sheets, and then some bacon foil over the top that you would, you know, roast a chicken or turkey or something like that in. And that's a good alternative for craft metal or sheet metal.
I just didn't expect you to say chicken or turkey today.
Chicken or turkey, it's what I'm having for my tea, chicken. And then there we go. So I have popped that one together. It all works beautifully together. You can, if I bring this one in, the only difference done is added a few red gems on these ones here.
Gorgeous.
But let's show you this one because that's what we've done. We've made this using a brand new decorative nest and die collection. This is where you're getting 27 elements. I only used 3 dies. And my Matte and Laird dies were a really good little additional helping hand to be using when you get them at home. But 27 dies, 10 sheets of cardstock, which is Centura Peril, $95.99 or $111.95 if you're not in Club Inspire. But if you are in Club Inspire and you are at Plaid platinum level, you're going to be $76.79 or $89.56. So really nice one. Think of all the different ways you could be using them, but then do come back, join Joe and Debbie Fisher for launch day, 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time, where Debbie's going to have so many more ideas for you, as well as lots and lots and lots of finished samples to give you ideas and inspiration.
Absolutely, loads of love coming for those dies. Pat Sandpaper Hugs on YouTube. Craig, this is a gorgeous card. And Sandra on YouTube, this is so clever, Craig. Remember, keep commenting below on YouTube and Facebook. Any questions, or if you want to say hello, we'll read them out. Great deals for you as well, coming up for you later on today on Creative, later on in this show as well. The Signature Collection, the Enchanted Dreams paper pad. You're getting the 6x6 paper pad, which you all love and adore in the Enchanted Dreams. Again, 6x6. You've also, you know, great collections for it there as well. Double-sided, a great little deal within that there for you as well. It's measuring 180 GSM for you there. You're also getting the 12x12, 180 GSM, working alongside that 6x6, complementing it, working together nice and well. Let me show you again. Just beautiful. And on the back there, you don't forget, you've got the 6x6. Cut them out. You've got some cards ready to go already for you. Loads of those beautiful different paper pads for you. Now as well, launched last week, to complement these as well, you've also got the chunky glitter, and you've also got the gilding flake kits as well. That only launched last week, and they are in with this deal. £27.16, $37.44. Save yourself 20%. A great little collection, a great deal, all yours today. Remember that platinum price as well, $21.73, $29.95. We've also got some great deals on the Centura Pearl and Glitter card as well. You've got in here over 60 sheets of Centura Pearl and Glitter card. You've got the couplets, you've got the couples working together, you've got the rose gold, you've got the Centura Pearl, and you've got the glitter card. You've also got the solar gold and the glitter card. Again, that's lovely, that lovely gold there working together. And you've also got the platinum as well with the pale silver as well. $17.99, $30.90, saving yourself over 20% on that, and that and platinum price. £14.39, $24.79. Loads you getting in touch today. Now remember as well, on the website, we've got some great deal. 40% off on the scrap, on the... what's the name gone out of my head, Georgie? What's the boxes as well, the 40% off of the boxes as well. The craft boxes, a lot of sellouts on them. On the craft kits, 40% off. Thank you for reminding me there. Mine went completely blank. 40% off of them. Guys, they are flying out and there are some selling out. So head to the website now if you want to get those today. And don't forget as well, we've also got for you the scrapped organiser, the Totally Tiffany. That's a great deal. 100 bonus points there until the 23rd of January. Craig, what have you got for us now?
Rightio, with it being a Wednesday, we're now into week 3 of doing our bullet journaling. So over the last 2 weeks, we've been having a look at bullet journaling and how, what it's about, why you would do it, how it can help you in life. It's not just about having a fancy, creative, decorative diary, which absolutely you can use it that way, use it as a normal diary, but it's about getting your ideas, your inspiration, it's getting it down, making it fun, making it interactive, making it creative. So on a daily basis, you're not just going through a normal diary, you know, you've got fun aspects to it. You can do things with your colouring bits, your writing bits, your stamping bits, add and die cut bits. It's as creative as you can, but getting what's in your mind into the bullet journaling. There is so many aspects that you can cover, whereas right on the first week we basically covered a list panel so that you can then write your list, how you can decorate it, stamp with it, watercolour. And then yesterday we went to the opposite end where we were having a look at mental health and how what we'd done is we used a kind of like a banner aspect. All that I used was a little circle stamp. You could have used whatever shape that you was, and it's about stamping it out 30, 31 times, depending how many days there are in the month, and then taking 3 colours. I, for example, used red, orange and green, and then on each day, by the end of the day, think of how you felt that day. So if you felt really, really low, you would colour it in red. If you felt really happy, you would colour it in green, and if you just felt, you know, just not happy but you didn't feel quite low, it's kind of like amber, then by the end of the month you can reflect through your colour moods and just see, was there anything specific on each day that made you feel quite low, anything that made you feel quite happy. So it's trying to eliminate these aspects that was what were making you feeling down or low or too much on your mind, and trying to overcome it that way. This time, I thought what we would do is we'd focus on the finances.
Oh, it's taxing here in the UK.
The finances. So this is where within your bullet journal, and again, it's keeping an eye on your money. Maybe you want to do a receipt list for your outgoings, maybe your ingoings, but maybe what we're away to do is keep a panel, a journal page where you're going to be keeping an eye on the savings that you're wanting to save. So last week, which actually worked really well, instead of doing it in a bullet journal, I did it on a piece of cardstock, so I was able to show you a lot clearly. You loved that, so I'm going to do that again this week. I do have some mats and layers to make it a bit more colourful, because I'm going to show you the concept, then you can then come along in the form of bullet journaling and then stamp with it, colour with it, do all these different things. So what I've taken is I've taken one of these mason jars, and this was from our Santa's Kitchen collection. It could be a stamp. Stamp would work really well. I didn't have one. I've only got this jar die. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out in two colours. I'm going to cut out onto this pink, and I'm also going to cut out onto white. And the reason being is we're going to write on the die cut white layer, but as we can see, we're going to pop it onto a white layer of cardstock, so it's going to just fall into the background. So this pink is basically going to be a back shadow, but it's to make your bullet journaling page nice, happy, bright,
vibrant.
Exactly, and that's what you want. Try and keep your bullet journaling, if you go down that road, if you're going as simple as you want to and basically be in a daily diary, or if you're going as fancy as you want, try and keep it bright. That's really going to help on a daily basis. Even the days where you feel fantastic, it's really going to help you feel, it's going to continue that feeling of feeling good. So what we're going to do is I'll show you where I'm going with this mat and layer. So there's my mat and layer. So this would be my bullet journal page. So that's where I'm going with this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tape runner for this one, and I'm going to create a drop shadow with this. Now this is where your stamp would work really well, because you're not going to have this little bit of a lip. And what I mean by that is we're a way to draw some lines. So that's not going to be a problem, but of course when I go and draw lines, I've got these edges to take into account. No biggie, no problem, but with a stamp, you're not going to have that worry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this towards the right-hand side, and then with your stamps, your dies, Gemini MIDI alphabet, you might want to have along the top there saying finances, savings, money, anything like that. This is for you to decide. Maybe Georgina said there, it's absolutely right. Maybe you want to brush letter with it. Maybe you like to do your calligraphy. Again, creativeness, getting it out of your body, your soul, and getting it into your bullet journal. So what we're going to do, very simple. Very, very simple. Draw lines. Now, you can be precise if you want to. So what? I think it's just clicked in Georgina's head.
She made me jump.
Made you jump.
She's there.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw a line, and then what I'm going to do is.
I see what you're doing, Craig.
Do you see what I'm doing?
Of Crafter's Companion.
So I'm going to go all the way along, and. It is. Do you know what it's also like as well? Here in the UK, if you have been watching that brand new game show, Limitless, it's a bit like that. You can make these, depending on the size of your cardstock, you can make this, money-wise, limitless. How much you want to save, you can then start to write it towards the left-hand side. So I'm going to go one more for now. So let's go all the way along.
And do you know what I love about this? Everyone's going to be different, aren't they?
That's the thing, George. Everyone is going to be different. So what I'm going to do as well, and I would urge you, something like that, I know some people don't like their handwriting, you know, please use it, because your bullet journaling is going to be like a scrapbook, something you're going to keep, potentially it's going to go down the line, so your son, your daughter, your grandkids, great-grandkids are going to go back and they're going to see, right, February 2022, what was my grand doing, or my granddad, or do you know what I mean? So it's all about that. It's not just a diary on a daily basis you're going to keep bin at the end of the year. You're going to use it so that family members down the line can see what you're doing. So what I'm going to do, I am going to handwrite, and you know by now that if I want to be neat or tidy, I always use a ruler. So let's say for this point I want to save £100. Oh, let's go 50. So what I'm going to do is let's do £50 there. Yeah. And then let's go up £50 increments. So I'm going to go £100, and then let's go 150. Let's then go 200 here. So 200. Let's do a little bit of a jump here. Let's do 300.
All right, Craig, calm down now, mate.
Let's do 300.
300 quid?
And then we can then go to 500 so that we can then keep it nice.
We're going all inclusive, aren't we, Craig? That's what we're doing here on this holiday.
We're going on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Look at that, that's what it's like, isn't it? But what you can then do, now at this point, if you want to be like last week and you want to colour, so once you've started to save your money, once you get to £50, you've got options here. So you can colour it full on, you know, just colour it. You can then come along with your tiny little stamps. You've maybe got some tiny little stamps, maybe some little coin stamps. You know, if you've got anything from your vintage diary collection, it's not quite coins, but you've got that vintage look, that coin look, that roundness. You can then start to stamp them up. Get your creativeness out, do your masking as well, so it's going to look as though coins are starting to layer upon layer upon layer. But then what you can then do, if you don't want to colour, you don't want to stamp, you can then literally be as creative as you want. So if all you want to do is things like dots, all you need to do is dots. So once you get to that £50 mark, you can then be as creative as you want, fill in that first block that we can see here. That's then going to give you a visual aid of, right, say £50.
Yeah.
Perfect. So then as you carry on and you do well, we can then go and think, right, okay, let's go in with £100 here. And then we can then start to, again, we can then have a bit of a play. So if you want to then do dots, maybe you want to do lines, maybe there's just so many things that you can be doing. So many possibilities that you can be doing within these ones here. Let's go for, let's just do some lines. So if you like the craft of Zentangling, you can then start to Zentangle in all of these ones. I'm using Classiques. You could be using your art liners if you are wanting to go down the line of Zentangling. But then we can then do it like this, George. But then get creative and then colour every second one in.
Loads of you get in touch about this. Loads of you loving it. Scrap Paper Scissors on YouTube. I think I have that jar die that came with Santa's Kitchen. That's my favourite set of all time. And Russell on Facebook. I'm so glad I'm not the only one that traitors die. I do this in my journals. Pammy on YouTube uses her. I have a migraine tracker, a mood tracker, and a pain level tracker in My Health one, with a section to fill in concerns, symptoms daily. They are helpful when talking to your doctors, absolutely. And Sandra on YouTube, Craig, saving these amounts when we all have these crafters companion things we need to buy. It's a little optimistic, mate.
Do you know what I'm actually going to say? You know, and forgive me because you're absolutely right, Georgina, and I'm going to say it. Might sound a little bit rude, but your bullet journaling is a good way for a mind dump. You're wanting to get as much as that, and I'm actually being serious, I'm not trying to be funny when I say that. You're wanting to get everything that's been dumped in your mind, whether it's good, happy memories, whether it's sad memories, it's getting that, it's offloading it out your body, out your soul, dumping it out your head. It might be as simple as things you need to remember. You know, it's Please don't just think of bullet journaling as a daily diary.
Yeah.
You're wanting to then just get everything that's going on within your head, and hopefully, obviously, we can never say anything, but by going and reading things online, it helps people. It's taking that stress of having to remember stuff, having to do stuff, having to save for stuff. It's taking that all, and in a creative way, it's transferring it into one area, one object, which is a bullet journal. You can decide on what that style, that look, that size of bullet journal is going to be. But for instance, if I was to pop that onto, again, yes, a Martin Laird, but that would be a bullet journal page. But then again, George, what you can then do, come along, you can then ink round the edges. You could go round this if you are using the die with ice grey pen. You can stamp round it again. Holiday fund, could be party fund, 60th fund, New York fund, craft fund, HSN craft fund, Crafters TV fund. Anything like that. It might be holidays, or it might be pure and simply a way for you to save some money.
Absolutely. Loads of love for that coming in. Mary on Facebook. I should do a sleep tracker. I'll be all over the place. And Scrap Paper says on YouTube, I've really missed George. He always makes me smile. Reminds me of my son. Oh, well, that's very nice of you. Guys, if you're brand new to Crafters TV, it's great to have you here. And you may hear us talking about Club Inspire, but wondering what it is. Well, take a look at this.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day. Quick Buy. All your crafting must-haves in a flash. Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafters Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set. Quick Buy. Get yours now.
Yes, what a great deal there with the Poké Tools. Loads you getting in touch. You are so right, Craig. I put everything in my journal. Pammy on YouTube. I always feel better after I document things. I also an idea journal. I actually have two. The only time I don't feel good about documenting things is when it comes to the tax man. I have to document the earnings that I've earned. That's never a good time. Don't like that.
Yeah.
But we've got great deals for you as well coming up for you later on today in Creative Cravings. Later on tonight, 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. East Coast. Myself and Andrew are going to be working together on that one. But we've got the wonderful Build the Border Die collection. There's 12 elements in this, and you're also getting 10 sheets of card, working off at 30% off. You're getting the elegant daisies, you're getting the Moroccan trellis, delicate hearts, and the Eastern trellis as well. Plus, you're getting 10 sheets of Centura Pearl card with lavender in there. £50.36. Bless you, Georgina in my ear, and $66.35. And remember that platinum price as well, £40.29 and $53.08. The 8 cents is crucial. 20% off there on that great saviour. I love these border dies. They are brilliant. So, Andrew, what are you going to be making for us now?
Right, yeah, so I'm going to be using one of the collection, the delicate daisies. So just going to quickly show what they can do. So the first one in our collection is the Moroccan trellis, and you can see from there you've got curves and kind of a wave and straight borders. Perfect. And they do inside and out. And the next one is the delicate hearts, so kind of like for your romantic type cards if you so wish. And then the next one is the Eastern trellis.
I love that.
There you go, it's really nice, lovely geometric shapes design there. And also the elegant daisy chains, which is the collection I'll be using in this little demo. Perfect. So, there we go. So I'll be making a gatefold card, and I'll be using two 6x6 cards, and let's have a look at the first one I'll be using is the wave. Here it is.
When you were showing those boards, Andrew, I think a couple of them would work well with our new decorative nesting dies.
Absolutely.
Yes, I think it would actually complement that really well. So, which is what we like to say, versatility in all our products. You can not just use them for cards, you can use them on boxes to create fabulous panels to put on your project.
Yeah.
So you also get the dies one to cut off the board as well. This is what I love about the Crafters Companion products. We think of everything, don't we? We really do, and we make it as easy as possible for you to create something so well. All the tools are there, everything's just made for you every single time.
So just fixing with our tape. So the card, obviously it's going to be 6x6, and I'd say the actual die is around about just over 6x6 inches in length.
Okay.
And I'm also going to be using the corresponding daisy wave die to cut into the card as well. So I'm just going to quickly...
Oh, it looks like a little caterpillar.
It does, little caterpillar. Pammy on YouTube has gone, "Oh, hello, posh Andrew." Andrew's very posh. He has coffee from a machine, not like me, with sachets and everything. He's really posh, Andrew.
I just pretend to be posh.
I was a way to say, but
George knows that I'm not posh.
Where are you from, Andrew?
I'm down Worcestershire way.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. So I'm a throne's stowaway from our Evesham store. So I pretty much live at
what
the
if you're not
Evesham
good at throwing stones?
Well, you threw a Gemini at me earlier.
Well, that's true.
He did. I dropped a tape pen, right? I dropped it. And it flew across the counter. Well, next thing, Craig here, boy, picks up the Gemini, like above his head, ready to chuck it at me.
Did you not see that, Andrew? Did you not see that when you done that?
I didn't know. No. I was concentrating on my bit of crafting, so I did miss that. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, we'll knock that professionalism out of you soon enough.
Absolutely.
Don't worry about it.
Don't you worry about that.
Fab. So just run it through. You're using your large Gemini, aren't you?
I'm using the large one, and as you can see, it's cut. It's like butter. So
look at that.
There we go. So you've got your wave there, and
wave
just going
to
ease off.
Sorry.
The tape. There we go.
Can't help myself sometimes.
Wave after wave.
And as you can see, that's cut it.
Oh, look at that.
That's gorgeous. You could use that as a stencil.
Yes, you could use it as a stencil, and you can use your inks, etc., and also create backgrounds. So there is a multitude of amazing things you can do with these border dies, and so many different combinations.
You know, when you talk about journals, and again, that for me would be my journal. dies and a pokey tool, and then
Yeah.
pokey.
Just poking it out.
Yeah.
Well-
It looks so therapeutic to me. Some people can't think of anything worse, but for me, that is very therapeutic. I do.
Do you
enjoy
like doing it, Andrew? Do you like popping them out?
Popping the little bits out.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's amazing. I could
nice.
I could actually stand here and just whoever's actually doing a demo on the Gemini.
We could do that one day
I could-
together.
we could actually.
Yeah.
We could do a whole show doing.
Do
it, couldn't
2
we?
hours together. We'll
Two hours
both die
of
cut
things out.
something.
2 hours of popping bits out
And we'll
of
just
paper
pop
with
stuff
Craig
out.
and Andrew.
We'll chat
Fabulous.
away, me and Andrew popping out our die cuts with a quick pick pokey tool.
Okay. So the next, I'm using I think it's the hot pink stroke fuchsia Centura pearl stock from Crafters, but I think the name
Got ya.
escapes me. So this 6 by 4 inches, and I'll be using the curved die, outside die there, and just going to attach that to the card. So just like so.
I love that colour.
There
I think
you
you
go.
know what,
And,
though, sometimes simplicity is best with stuff like this, isn't
Yeah.
it?
yeah, I think sometimes using kind of like just 2 colours on a card just kind of like gives a great effect. And in Creative Cravings later on, I'll be using just 2 colours, darker colours, just kind of like give it masculine type look.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you did.
You did a class on that, didn't you, with Ben
Yeah.
the other week, masculine cards.
And just got to put my other curved daisy die on. So just a little bit more tape just to make sure it doesn't move.
But you're right there when you said about colours and that. You know, if you do struggle of the styles or you think of what to do exactly what you just said,
Yeah.
Andrew, as well. Just pick 2 colours, maybe 3 colours, and work with that one. It stops you from, you know, your mind overflowing with and getting mixed up and confused and unsure, and keep it simple with selective colours, and then you can start to come up with what Andrew's doing.
Absolutely. I totally agree, Craig, because sometimes there's like too much choice and so many different products we can use, cards, etc., colours, and I think sometimes if you just kind of like say, I'm just going to use green and blue,
Yeah.
and then it kind of like sharpens your mind, and you can create something quite unique.
Yeah, you can do. You really can. Really good. Good way of putting it.
There we go. So that's popped through, and as you can see, again, just perfect.
Oh,
I've
look
just
at
got
that.
a few
Oh,
flowers
gorgeous.
to pop out, so I'll
to get
quickly
poking.
pop those out, and you can always do a bit of paper piecing if you wanted to do it in 2 different colours. If you wanted to do that as well.
Loads of you saying how much you love poking things out of dies.
Yeah, it's
They
just
look-
it's just that satisfaction, and it's just like it's all cut through, and you
Yeah.
can just really not really go for it, but you can get very immersed in.
You can. You
yes.
absolutely can. I agree with you, Andrew.
And that with you, I didn't realise that about saving the little bits of card that I've popped out to use
Yeah.
as little gems and maybe
Well,
bits of...
I think from what I can see here is within that one, Andrew, there's lots of little circles, isn't there? Die-cut circles.
I'd say kind of like yes, little circles
Yeah.
and petal shapes, so kind of like confetti, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
perfect.
that'd be really good to put in a nice little. I saved a lot of takeaway containers, so I think put all little bits
I know
and
you're feeling
pieces
that
in.
one, mate. Yeah.
Right, and
Well, I go the opposite way. I go with actual lock and lock containers.
Do you?
Yeah.
No, I just have a lot of takeaways is what I mean. You don't
right.
get this
I
figure
do
buying
enjoy
salads.
takeaway, yes. So I'm going to be using the straight border there, and on this, obviously, it's 6 by 6, and just be the last piece to cut out, and then we can assemble our gatefold.
So I love how you've got a straight one, you've got a curved one, you've got it's kind of like a half moon sort of one, isn't there?
Yeah.
Curved wave, yes, and the straight. So it kind of like, you don't have to use all of them. If you wanted to make a curved type card, you can use the waves and the curves. So it's entirely up to you how you're feeling. If you want to just use whatever combination you so wish.
CJ Papercrafts on YouTube ask, out of curiosity, if you want to make a slightly bigger card, how do you get a card that's bigger than 12 by 12 cardstock? Any ideas, boys?
Say that again?
So if you want to make, out of curiosity, she wants to know if you want to make a slightly bigger card than the 12, if you know, so if you want to make something bigger than 12 by 12, cardstock, how would you make it bigger? How would you make a bigger card using big? Basically, if all you've got is 12 by 12 cardstock, how would you make it bigger than a 12 by 12 card? Other than sticking it together, is that the answer?
I would stick like them both together to kind of like, because obviously this is just like a 6 by 6, and I've used that to kind of like get it that size. So you're looking at 12, and then I think you could have like a lot of gluing and sticking to get it for bigger cards, and then.
I'm more intrigued. You know why she's wanting to make a massive 12 by 12 card.
Yeah, unless it's like a big birthday, you can buy big cards like big cards.
But just going with what Andrew said there, so well, what I would do, because obviously you don't get 12 by 12 card blanks, is down one side of one of the sheets, you know, score it half an inch, and then something like that. Your adhesive can go on that panel, and then stick that onto your other full panel, and that's your card. Certainly never seen a 12 by 12 card blank before, so I'm intrigued. If you do make one,
absolutely,
send pictures once you've done it, because I'd want to see that, wouldn't you, Andrew?
I think, I'd be fascinated by the construction to get it like a really, really, really huge card. So that'd be really good to see. So I've just trimmed the border there to just around about 1.5 inches in thickness, still by the 6 inches in length. So I'm just going to pop my card together. So first of all, just that's one side that I did earlier.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm just going to find so just the multi-purpose.
You know what they remind me of, Andrew? And that is a ribbon threading dies, but without the ribbon threading aspect.
Yes, I think that would be a really good idea to put like thin ribbon or even twine if you wanted to.
Good idea.
I love that word.
Pop that, coax it through.
You're weird.
I'm not. I like the word nougat.
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 I like the word indentation.
Oh, that's a good word.
Indentation, that is a good word.
Nigella Lawson said it once. Same as
microwave.
Microwavy.
So I've got a selection of colour coordinating card, lace effect, and I think if my memory serves me correctly, it is from Sarah's Vintage Tea Party paper pack. Which is on the website, and it's the garden party. There we go, garden party. So a nice pad of 6 by 6, which is just perfect for this card. So you've got that lace effect, and the powder pink, baby pink, goes perfectly with the hot pink.
Garden party is in stock. You're getting purple as well.
Yes. Yes, there's an amazing selection of the different types in the paper pads.
Yes.
So it's a good choice for cardstock. So just put another panel on. I'll just glue that in place so that we know. And that was 3 by 6 inches. And I'm just going to add this to. I think
so
you can use your sticky your tape pens and also your dotty tape pens to stick in. If you had a little bit more time, but I'm just hoping that this will stick, so I'll just put that.
Loving the colour combination
as well. You do have that wriggle room with the cold gold.
You know, we're talking about larger cards, and you went, why would you want a 12 by 12 card? Lee Allen on YouTube, large cards are great for co-workers, so someone's leaving, that everyone can sign.
Yeah.
Yes.
But even to me, you know, as I've done in a previous job and that, even to me, 12 by 12 cards, huge.
That's 12 by 12, that paper pad there, what I'm showing you now.
Yeah, that's a card blank.
That'd be a nice, decent card for everyone to sign, going, oh, sign the card, please, I'm leaving. That's what everyone talks like. That'd be a nice, decent card for that's a 12 by 12 card.
Maybe there was just not a lot of people that wanted to sign my card when I left the co-op.
Did you work at the co-op?
Yeah, I worked there for just under 18 years before I joined here.
Very nice.
Yeah. What do you do, Andrew, before you come here?
I worked in various admin jobs like risk and compliance, so quite corporate, and this was a bit of a hobby. And
look where you are now.
Here I am now. Yes. So I did do a boo-boo and stuck the glue on the wrong side, but there we go. I can get the idea.
Ah,
There we
I worked
go.
in a Lego shop.
Lego shop.
When I was
Lego
18, I
shop.
worked in the Lego shop. And then I moved away and worked as a performer.
You look like a Lego man.
I've got when my hair, during lockdown, when my hair was like, poof, I look like a little Lego man.
I could see that.
Yeah. Then during lockdown, I got a job delivering pizzas.
Did you?
Yeah. Hated it. Not gonna lie, hated every second of it. Oh, it was getting money and free pizzas. As you can
Free
tell.
pizzas, perfect.
And pineapple.
No takeaway containers.
No
over the
takeaway
pizzas.
containers. Kebabos? Cardboard. Recycle that. And the garlic sauce.
There we go. And as you can see, I'll finish
Oh, wow,
gatefold
look
at
with
that.
bright pink. There we go.
A great card made with those Builder Border die collection. Loads of love for the pink shades. Mary Reno, her name is Reno. Loves that pink shades as well on that. Guys, great deals. Remember, that's that Builder Board die collection. You get the 32 different elements plus those 10 sheets of card. $50, $36, $66 and 35 cents. Also in Creative Cravings for you tonight, we have got the Nature's Garden Secret. Loads of different deals for you. Let me quickly go through these boards for you that you've got here in the Nature's Garden. First of all, we've got the stamps for you. You've got the secrets revealed for you within the stamps here today. It's a great deal and a great collection. It's the Secret Garden collection at 51 elements and 172 sheets of paper. You've got the stamps there, perfect for you if you want to into your colouring, those wonderful sentiments. You've also got a moment in time. Moment in time. Again, more colouring for you, more fun that can be had there, plus those wonderful sentiments. Then you've got the mystical wood. I love that little deer with wings. What is a deer with wings called? I don't know, no idea. Then you've also got the key as well, and just for you. Then you've also got secrets unlocked with the stamps and the dies. It's a stamping and die set, so it allows you to get on with the fun stuff. You're getting the stamp and you're going to get the die. That means you can cut this straight out without any worrying, run it straight through your wonderful Gemini machine. Then as well, the enchanted door. The die has been designed for you to work. You don't have to do anything. The door opens just there for you. And the die down here has been designed. There's no cutting element there. It just scores it for you, allowing you to have that door attached. Plus, you've got the stamp as well, plus all those little butterflies and ivies as well. Again, with more stamps and dies, the whimsical lanterns. How many times could you use these? And also, this little secret key. Because who's got the key?
I've got the secret.
Forget it, Craig, you left me there, mate. And also, who's got the key?
Oh,
who's
I've got the secret.
That's what it, secret key. Then you've also got the gateway to garden. Again, designed to open up for you as well. There is, well, the die has been designed so there's no cutting element. It's going to leave the doors attached, which will also swing open. Same with the garden gateway, embossing and die as well. Everything there, as you can see within there, is designed. You can see the grey silvery bit, that's the die. Then you've also got the embossing as well. Working together, pass it straight through your Gemini, it's going to work every time. That's the garden gateway. Plus as well, paper, paper, paper. Yes, you're getting 2x2 paper pads in here. So you're getting this times 2. Maybe you want to make a card this size. Maybe you need that in your life. You're getting all these wonderful paper pads within here, all these different sheets, double-edged, 180 GSM. You're getting 2 of those within your pack. Then also getting as well 2 wonderful luxury mix cards as well. You're getting 2 luxury mix cards within there as well. Again, it's a great quality. It is, let me find out what GSM this is when I can see it on the right side. Craig, do you have any idea what GSM this is? I can't see it, it doesn't say.
Is it usually about 280?
It is about 280, isn't it, usually? We'll find that out for you. That's the luxury mix card in there. Plus, as well, you're getting this 8x8 paper pad vellum as well. Brilliant vellum for you as well. Again, always a great little collection, Craig. I can't see on that. Again, vellum is going to look great within those wonderful little collections that you see. £125.48, $158.64. That's for you as well. But our wonderful little Andrew is going to be looking at some brilliant stencils. The Lion King is coming into my mind for this one. Andrew, what are you going to be showing us next?
Right, George. So I'll be using the Strength and Love stencil. So it's got this one. We've got all the giraffes and elephant. So I'm going to be using the water reactive ink pads to do this. And so the first one I'll be using is the orange. So just there, get that in. Might need a bit more. So just using a round ones. And I've just got the mask for the moon stroke sun. So you can do whichever you want. So using the stamping card and just lightly doing around the sun or stroke moon. I think it'd be more of a sun because it's a bit of a sunset type look. There we go. So, and I've just put this the moon or sun with a bit of dotty tape just to keep it in fix, because I do actually kind of end up moving things around and we'll have about a huge moon going on there. So just add a bit, get that bit of darker.
I love The Lion King.
Good song, isn't it?
Great song. We were singing. Craig can sing it.
So I can't quite say I was singing it.
I mean, I thought you were in pain. I thought I was going to put you out of your misery.
Far in the forest.
What's that?
I don't know. Sorry, I'm just making things up.
No, we do like background music. Well, you know, as I just do my blending with this, I'm using the Chinese red, and just yeah. So if you want to keep carrying on doing a bit of singing,
no, you're all right.
Wimba way,
wimba way,
wimba way, wimba way.
Where are we?
So what colours is it you're using, sorry, Andrew?
Using the Chinese red.
Oh.
No, I'm actually putting that into the orange. No,
I thought you were ready going to rap there. Chinese
Chinese red. Just to kind of like obviously give it a bit of the darker, and then into the orange, so just blend it all in. And also going to be using farther on down the lemon tonic. So that gives a really good lemon, lighter sun colour on this. So just
these must have launched when I was off, because I hadn't seen these before till I come in today.
no,
They're
these
really
are
cool.
really good kind of like creative, because obviously you can use there's stamps, silhouette stamps in the pack as well, so you can kind of just use those as well. Just those, or you can make your backgrounds with them. So if you wanted to cut the card down, you could use the giraffes or whatever, or if you don't use the elephants, you can say as a
Andrew is posh because he says giraffes, not giraffes.
Giraffes.
I like giraffes.
Giraffes.
We've also as well got to demo the show today.
Yeah.
Who's going to win, Craig or Andrew? You've both done a couple of demos.
Ooh.
Who could win this? Andrew versus Craig.
Ooh.
What's the wrestling thing you were telling me about earlier, Craig?
WrestleMania?
SmackDown, something?
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
Ooh.
Craig, where are you gonna?
So if I win, are you going to wrestle me then, Craig?
Well,
Sorry?
If I win the demo, are you going to wrestle me?
oh, take him for a drink first, Andrew. Craig's speechless, Andrew. That's the first time ever. Craig. I mean, he was speechless the other night when he was eating the Queen. But is a great design. Don't look at me. I can feel your eyes burning into me. Yeah.
There we go.
You guys are hysterical, Kathy. I'm glad you said that, Kathy. I was worried and I thought I was getting fired. Gilmore on YouTube. LOL. Love the singing. Keep it going. The problem is we've got to pay rights if we keep singing music. We can't be doing that all the time. We'll be skint. Ooh. No pennies. Then we'll have to start a crafting journal with saving things to pay the PRS license, to pay the music license. Hey dear. Gilmore on T, just I'm guessing it's YouTube. On T, Craig is on fire. Whoa, Craig is on fire.
Oh, that's a good song.
I wasn't going to sing that version. No. I would be fired.
I want to say This Girl Is on Fire. Is that a song?
This girl is on fire. Excuse me.
Go.
Sorry.
I think we're all on fire today.
I've coughed up a hairball. Well, you never know. You're right, Craig.
I just heard Georgina say, "Can we cut their mics?"
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Georgina. Loads of you getting in touch, apparently. Georgina says, "Oh, I love you all." Feelings mutual. Remember, we've got about 12 minutes left of today's show. Don't forget, coming up for you at 3 p.m. It's a launch day. The Fishmeister, the Debbie Fishire, is going to be in the building, with Joe as well. That's 3 p.m. p.m. and 10 a.m. on the East Coast, and then coming up for tonight at 7 p.m. with myself and Andrew, back for Creative Cravings. We're going to look at these in more details. Jordan's going, what am I going to be like in 7? I don't know what it is. I've got a big gap after this. I don't know what to do. I might go for a run. He says, I ain't going for a run, let's be honest here.
Go for a pizza?
I might go for a pizza. Oh, I might go for a snooze. I have brought a microwave meal, but a pizza does sound more... I did have a certain breakfast this morning from the Golden Archers, so I don't think I could have pizza and breakfast.
Ah, I see.
I mean, I could. I'm 28 now. I can make my own decisions in life. But Michelle on YouTube, it's so wonderful to see Craig back in rare form. Rare form? What's that mean? Is that a good thing?
I don't know.
In rare form?
Backhanded compliment. What do you think, Andrew? Backhanded compliment now?
I'm going to have to agree with you, Craig. That's a bit of a backhanded compliment.
In rare form?
In rare form.
I think you're always on top form. I was firing on all cylinders. So I don't know, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Scrap Paper Scissors on YouTube says this is the best show. This show is the best part of my day.
Ah.
Having you here, Scrap Paper Scissors, is the best part of our day. So, are you using what are you doing now here, Andrew? Sorry, get back to the craft.
All right. I've just quickly done a background using the water reactive inks to give sunset, and I'm just using the I think it's the jet black. Yes, jet black water reactive.
Never heard of that colour before.
It's not water reactive paint. It's water reactive ink pad. I have no idea where paint came from. So I'm just not colouring in, I'm inking in.
I always think with this ink as well, I don't have a receding hairline, I don't have, touch wood.
There we go.
You could always use it on the back, just top if you've got a bald patch. Sandra Dundas on YouTube, you three are bringing a whole new dynamic to the giggles. We're never going to work together again as a three. Michelle McCarthy on Facebook, OMG George, you proper crack me up. Well, what can I say? That's what I'm here to do. I don't know, it's crafting. It's about having fun, isn't it? It's not about being serious on Crafters TV. And then Wake Up Call, we craft and chat. Don't get me started on that one again. I caught Craig. What's it called? Craft, Chat and Create.
Craft, Chat and Create.
Craft, Chat and... The 3 C's brought to you by CTV. I was Leanne this morning.
I'm on with her tomorrow.
Are you? She'll have a little block out again.
Do you want to know something, Andrew?
What, Craig?
It's not often that Leanne is the presenter.
No, it's not.
No.
And I adore Leanne. I get so nervous when I'm on with her and I'm the demonstrator and she's the presenter. Because when you're in the same room demonstrating with the head of product development at Crafter's Companion, I get the sweats.
You'll be fine, Craig.
You've only got 3 hours.
You'll be absolutely... You'll rock it, you'll be fine.
And what's the worst that can happen?
Exactly.
I could get fired.
But apart from that, just don't think of that. Michelle McCarthy on Facebook. Hi guys, hi Craig, George, Andrew. Just watching while on the train home. Where are you going? I want to know all the details. Where are you getting the train? That's what I want to know.
I think she's going back to
our
Norfolk.
Michelle McCarthy.
Oh yes,
Michelle. Oh,
She's getting the train home from here.
Sorry, Michelle. I'm sorry. It just says name. Michelle's been back on. She's clarified. Craig, that means you're back in a good form and making us laugh.
Okay.
Laugh. Healthy.
Healthy.
In brackets, healthy. You've got to be mad to work here, though, haven't you? Sometimes it helps.
It helps.
It does help. Hello, sorry, Michelle. I'm sorry. Hope you're well. Are you in first class? Of course.
She's a first class girl.
She is a first class girl. I do love a first class. Do
you spend a lot of time in first class, George?
No, I can't afford it.
Oh.
I try and get it on the... there's a little app. You can get an app, right?
Yep.
Which, if you've booked a normal train ticket, it'll show you if there's any first class seats available, and they'll do you a really cheap upgrade.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so sometimes I've dropped on it and you can get an upgrade to first class for like £3.
Really?
Yeah, it's called... I can't remember what it's called, actually. I think it's called Frog Hopper or something like that. And it's a little app and it's designed... Wow, sorry, back to the crafting. Wow, this is the Lion King, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
That is
the Lion
stunning.
King, yes. So I'm just going to pop this quickly onto the stamping platform. So I'm just going to quickly ink up, because I need to stick my giraffes into the picture.
What are plural of giraffes called? Does anyone know?
Giraffes.
Giraffes?
No, but like, you've got a herd of
Giraffes.
cows. Is it a herd of giraffes?
I think so. I don't know.
It does seem right, but is it correct, George?
Giraffes.
Director George. Is it a tower of giraffes?
A tower
Wow,
of
so if you've got a group of giraffes together, They're called the Tower of Giraffes.
I wonder why they're called the tower.
Maybe it's the necks. Nicola was in earlier asking how did giraffes sleep? And then a group of hedgehogs, I call a prickle. Nicola was saying, how did giraffes sleep? And I said, well, they sort of crouch down. And then she went, yeah, but what do they do with their necks? And I went, they've got neck pillows and they just have them all stacked up. And then she's like, thanks, George. She was being really serious about it. Scrap Paper Scissors on YouTube. I wish they filmed with a studio audience. What, here in the studio? I would get a passport and be there. Well, maybe in the future we'll have people in here.
An audience with a private audience with, yes, that's what.
I'll be a private dancer. I can't believe it's like. You're right, Craig.
Yeah.
Okay, good. There's 5 minutes left of today's show. I'll be back, hopefully, touch wood, later on.
Right, just
Andrew, that looks brilliant. That.
Just quickly trim this because
Time is of the
needs to
essence.
kind of get to. Can't remember actually the size of the stamp present. So just
If
quickly.
we had an audience in this studio, I think we would shatter the illusion for people.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think people would be like, oh, George is not really 6'2", he's actually wears stilts on the screen.
Yeah. George really isn't that funny off screen.
No, he's quite miserable off screen. I don't know, how many people still got? I have got my docs on today. Can you see them on the camera? There they are. Oh, there's my docs. I pulled a muscle. I just broke the mic. It was the clip. The clip.
Something clipped anyway.
I don't know what it was then. Then my little docs. I got medic. We've got enough first aiders in the building. They're in.
Jake's in.
George was great. Mary on YouTube. I love this set. One of my favourites. Looks awesome, Andrew. It really does. And we got to get down on the show going as well.
Yes,
today.
We do indeed.
And also, I think the black just highlights everything, and I think also adding my little fingerprint adds a bit of texture as well. So
Yes.
that's
100%.
it's absolutely perfect. And I've just got a nice little sentiment as well, and just going to pop.
Does it say you are rawsome?
But for a giraffe.
Oh yeah,
is.
hot tigers. Sorry.
Family is a little world created by love.
Oh,
And that's very true.
that is
It
true.
is true.
That is safe. My mum and dad are watching. Hello.
Hi, Andrew's mum and dad.
Hello, Mrs. Andrews, Mum and Dad.
There we go.
Mr. and Mrs. Andrews, parents.
They'll be watching going, my son has to work with them.
I know.
I think she might message in now, Craig. and
We're like,
have the chat.
we're like the two guys from the Muppets. The ones that, it wasn't bad, it was all bad. Not the demonstration, but that's one of they always sit there, don't they, in the shows going like that. I
Okay,
love
George.
this. There it comes.
So I didn't want to press it down too much because
That's
I'm
all right
covered
with
in
you.
pinky fingers, but there we go. So, hello.
Perfect.
I absolutely love that. That is so, so good, isn't it?
Brenda's been on, Andrew. Brenda is on. His
Hello,
mum.
Mum.
She went, hi, posh Andrew. That is brilliant. Look from your posh mum. Isn't that sweet? Look at him, he's blushing. We've got loads coming in for you. We've got to do a demo of the show today. So, what demos have we got to have a look at? We've got a few minutes left. Craig, they're going up together, right, boys? Get your demonstrations ready. It's like being a proud parent. We haven't got a favourite. There we are. So you've got Craig's there's Craig. All right. So Craig's number 1 is that one on the left-hand side of your screen there. That's number 1. Number 2 is Andrew's Pink Paradise. And then number 3 is the Savannah. That's number 3. You've got literally
that one.
30 seconds to get demo of the show. I'm going to show you my bag. Totally Tiffany. Wonderful deal for you. Again, another great deal. Totally Tiffany. I feel like Sissy and Ada. The rotating... Look at that, you've got in here, you've got the rotating design board and the accessories collection. £30, $36. Totally Tiffany, I'm surprised at you guys. There is so much within this. You've got the design board, there it is, and you've got the rotating board.
Get the stuff with it.
Yeah, and the rotating board.
Didn't realise that.
You can, and like that, rotates. Obviously, it works better like that. Like that. And you get the bag as well. That's brilliant. That's the one though, and you get the board as well. £30, $36, and if you're platinum price, which I imagine both of you boys are, £24.28. Craig, what is coming up for the rest of the day?
Rightio, let's go over what we've got coming up on the remaining of the day. I'm away to head home and I'm going to have a little bit of a rest.
Yes.
It's been a busy 24 hours we've been on HSN throughout the night, but coming up later in the next show, which is launch day, and it is all about our incredible detailed nesting dies. This is coming up with Joe and Debbie Fisher. They're going to be taking over and they're going to be going over that 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time, and then George and Andrew.
Yes, we are.
They're going to be back together again for Creative Cravings, with it being a Wednesday, 7 o'clock here in the UK, or of course 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time. Then I'm going to be back with Leanne herself tomorrow for Craft, Chat and Create, as well as Wake Up Call as well. So I will see you then. It's going to be fun. Have we got a winner?
Demo of the show. Who's it? Andrew or Craig?
Andrew.
It's Craig. Number 1 was the demo of the show, but number 3 was very close. Number 1, which is that one just there. Thank you very much, Andrew. That is our demo of the day. Will it win tonight? Join myself and Andrew for Creative Cravings tonight.
That's going to be fun because it's going to be me versus Debbie Fisher versus Andrew. So we're going to see who's going to be winning. Have a lovely rest of the day watching Crafters TV with the full team. I will see you again same time tomorrow, but I'll also see you on the 3Cs. Take care. Bye.